In 1918, the First World War was reaching its most brutal phase. Fire and smoke engulfed Europe. On the shattered fields of northern France, gunfire had roared for 4 long years. And at that moment, the United States, newly arrived in the conflict, needed to prove something, that they were not just latecomers. Cantigny, a small village perched on a strategic hilltop, had long been occupied by German forces. It was a place that both the Allied commanders and the Americans themselves were determined to reclaim, not just for its military value, but for the sake of honor. The U.S. 1st Infantry Division, nicknamed the Big Red One, was given the mission under the command of General Robert Lee Bullard. Some 4,000 young soldiers, most of whom had never seen combat, underwent rigorous training to prepare for their first battle. The plan was bold: a swift, surprise assault at dawn. French artillery would provide support. Renault tanks would lead the way. Warplanes would circle overhead. Every move was calculated, yet on the battlefield, nothing is ever certain. At dawn on May 28th, a furious hour-long artillery barrage tore into German positions. Then, the American soldiers leapt from their trenches and charged toward Cantigny. German machine gun fire rained down like a storm. Shells exploded close enough to feel their heat. But the Americans didn't stop. Within just 30 minutes, faster than expected, they had planted their flag on the ruins of Cantigny. Taking the village was hard. Holding it would be even harder. German forces counterattacked almost immediately. For 3 relentless days, they launched wave after wave of assaults to retake the position. The shelling never ceased, but the Americans held. They dug new trenches, set up machine gun nests, and fought back with fierce determination. At times, each yard of ground was held with blood. The tanks were gone, the artillery was running low, but their spirit never broke. When the smoke finally cleared, Cantigny remained in American hands. The cost was high, over 1,600 casualties, a heavy toll for a first battle. But through this fight, the U.S. Army sent a clear message to both allies.
And enemies, they had not come to watch. They had come to fight and to win.